Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's get started with the defense attorney. Ready? How about your hip? No better when you were lying down than when you were standing up. Is that correct? Right. Let's get back to December 11. That would be your second visit to the doctor's office. Did you arrive about the same time as you did on December 7? They were always morning appointments. Did you see the doctor on December 11? No. When you went in on December 11, did you report to some nurse? Yes. What did she tell you with regard to what treatment would be rendered that day? She didn't tell me anything. I was to go sit down in the waiting room, which I did. Then what happened? Then they called me, and I believe it was Mrs. Mason that called me. Is Mrs. Mason a doctor? No, a nurse. Then what happened? They put me in a room and gave me therapy. Would you describe the therapy for me? Well, it was some sort of a lamp treatment. Heat lamp? I don't know if it's a heat lamp or an ultraviolet lamp. She would snap it on, and in a couple of minutes it went off, and she would leave me in the room and come back with the buzzer went off. Did you have any particular sensation in any part of your body from this lamp? Did it feel like heat? Yes. Where was the heat lamp positioned? With regard to your body, was it positioned over your hip, ribs? Your ribs? Yes. Right, hopefully you feel a little warmed up, and now let's do some voice practice. And we'll start with the plaintiff. Ready? All right, and did she charge you anything for this? No. What about Ron? Was Ron here this night? Yes. And what kind of contact did you have with him on this occasion? Not too much. Okay. How about Cindy? Did she have any contact with Ron? Yes, she did. Okay, what happened? What did you see in that regard? When I was initially having conversation with Cindy, I informed her that I was looking for some more drugs. She told me she didn't know anyone in there at the time, so the conversation kind of just ended. Okay, all right. How clear is your recollection of this event of October 6th? Fairly clear. Okay, so were you able to purchase any suspected controlled substance on this October 6th? Yes. How did that come about? I initially told Cindy I was looking for some drugs, and I gave her $20. Eventually later, Ron came into the premises, and Cindy went over and had a conversation with him. When she talked with Ron, where was Ron? Ron was sitting at a table somewhat near the pool table. Okay, so after you had asked Cindy if that you wanted to make a purchase, is that right? Yes. How long was it before Ron appears on the scene? Approximately 15 minutes. Okay, and when you noticed that Ron now is on the scene, did Cindy go directly over to him? Yes. Had you pointed out that Ron was now here? No. So Cindy goes over. What do you see Cindy do with respect to Ron? She has a conversation with Ron. I then saw her hand him a $20 bill, and she handed a plastic Ziploc bag to her. When Cindy went to go talk with Ron, was there a $20 bill somewhere in your vicinity? Yes. Where is it? It was on the fixed bar. And had you put it there? Yes. All right. Was it there on the counter? Did Cindy pick that up when she went to go talk with Reuben? Yes. So she took your 20 with her? Yes. All right. She has the talk. She comes back. When she comes back, what happens? She hands me a small plastic Ziploc bag containing a white powdery substance. And when she gives that to you, are you inside the premises or outside? Inside. And after she gave that to you, did you remain inside the premises or kind of what happened? Yes. At that point, did Cindy resume her duties as bartender? Yes, she did. And again, did you have that item lab tested? Yes. And did it come back from that lab, from the sheriff's lab, at 0.43 grams? Yes. So stipulated, Mr. West? Yes, that's fine. Sorry, 0.43 grams of cocaine, right? Yes. All right, and we're closing in here to some of your final visits. I understand one of your next to the last visit was on or about this May 21st. Yes. And again, for the parties, this should be counts 23 and 24. And again, you're returning with Mr. West, your partner. Yes. And again, you were able to make a purchase from a bartender of beer. Yes. And on this occasion, the bartender is Cindy Reed. All right. So do you have any discussions with Cindy? Yes, I did. And now, how did those go? I'd have to refer to my report for the exact conversation. Okay, why don't you go ahead and do that if you would, and I'll direct your attention to page 15 of your report. Okay. All right, so Ms. Reed, Cindy is there working? Yes, as bartender. How about Ron? Is he there? Not at that time. Okay, does he ever arrive there later? Yes, he does. So we'll start with respect to Cindy. How does your conversation with her begin? We had initial conversation and I asked her if she had any pills. Okay, did you specify a kind or just basically said like the ones she gave me last time? Oh, all right. And how did she respond to that question? She informed me that yes, she did. And what did she do? Your Honor, I think I made a mistake on the last visit thinking that she gave me the pill, and it was actually this visit as I refreshed my memory from the report. So she did not give you a pill that time. She did not give me a pill on, was it the 6th? And it was actually this day. Okay. All right. So on this May 21st, there's some discussion about pills with Cindy. Yes. And was this a half pill or whole pill? This was half a pill. Okay. So did she give you one or some or part of a pill? Yes, she did. And how did that happen? She gave me half a pill. She told me it was either a Narco or Darvocet, she called it, some kind of Valium. And once again, she told me she normally charges $3 to $4 a pill, but she wasn't going to this time. Okay, and then did she give you that item herself? Yes, she did. And did you seize and retain it? Yes. All right, and do you have any further discussion with her about obtaining a price? Yes, I did. And how did that commence? I informed her that I was looking for $20 worth of cocaine again and asked her if she had seen Ron. She told me that she had seen him earlier and that he did not have any, but he might be coming into the bar later. Okay, when you had this discussion, where are you in the bar? I'm sitting at the fixed bar. And where is Cindy? Behind the bar, working her, otherwise working in her capacity as a bartender? Yes. All right, that will conclude our Q&A practice.